What's up everybody? It's your boy Kabuki and welcome to my very first face-to-face video. Today it will be a very special video. We will be talking about Hi-Capa upgrades, Ballin on the budget. What's the most practical upgrades you can do for your Hi-Capa. Without further ado, let's go on with the show. Now, before we start, I'd like to give a shout out to all my broke airsofters out there. I'm with you all the way, from the beginners to the extremely experienced people. We've all been there before. We've been trying to figure out what good upgrades we can do and what's the most practical upgrades we can do for our pistols, rifles, what have you. So, first thing, what brands would I choose to upgrade Hi-Capa? Well, there are many brands that we can upgrade with, but I think that the number one gold standard would be TM, the Tokyo Mirai. I think these pistols are just rock solid bulletproof. They're great, completely stock. They are just awesome overall. This is what I would recommend. Not this particular 4.3, but this 5.1 that I upgraded. There are, like I said, there are many brands, but TM would be my to-go choice. There is WeTech. I had WeTech Hi-Capas before, and they do alright, but I never really upgraded them. I kind of sold them. I bought those pistols when WeTech was coming out, so they had some kind of QC issues and all that. I heard Armory Works, which is a offshoot of WeTech, has better quality control, and they have pre-upgraded Hi-Capas if you don't want to customize. That is also one choice too. And KJW is also a pretty good brand to play around with. From what I remember, Novridge has a pistol that they made from a KJW base, so it should be pretty decent. So you can't go wrong with any of those, but like I said, I would recommend the TM, just rock solid. So now that we chose a Hi-Capa brand that we want to run with, which versions would I recommend running? Well, there's the 4.3, which is really good, and we also have a 5.1. Obviously, as you can tell, I have a 5.1 that's pretty upgraded, and I run HPA with this, while this 4.3 that I have, I've been running stock and with green gas. So advantage between the 4.3 and the 5.1 is that the 5.1 has a little bit better aftermarket support. The 5.1 slides are a little bit easier to find than compared to the 4.3. The outer barrels are also easier to find, and they just have a great aftermarket support. So that's why I would run 5.1 over 4.3. Additionally, with the 5.1, I specifically enjoy the gold match version, the 5.1 TM gold match. The reason being is because they have slight gold parts that I definitely enjoy. Additionally, they have a extended slide catch right here, then compared to, let's see if I can pick that up, extended slide catch right here, then compared to the typical short 5.1 slide catch. It may or may not matter to you. Really depends if you short stroke your pistol or not. Additionally, I like running the gold match because it comes with a stock red fiber optic sights. I already upgraded this to a Cow Trinity front sight, but it's just nice to have a fiber optic sight already installed on your Hi-Capa. Also, I upgraded the rear sights, as you can see, to fiber optic because the original gold match doesn't have fiber optic. It has just only a black, I guess, rear sight base. And that's why I chose the gold match over the standard version. So now onto the meat and potatoes of this video. What kind of upgrades would I recommend? Well, the number one absolute most essential upgrade, which is not really upgrade at all, but I would recommend getting a ton of magazines. You know, maybe 3 or 4 more if you like. I really like TM because, well, it's TM on TM parts and it just works great. I particularly like the silver magazines because it seems a little bit slicker than compared to the regular black magazines. Obviously, as you can tell, this is HPA tapped compared to my regular green gas, so this will cost a little more because it is HPA tapped and you're gonna have to install it. So that's a little small caveat right there for you. I also have WeTech magazines. They're good for the price, but I just enjoy the TM. They just feel like they feed more reliably, and it's just easier to put in BBs when you're trying to load up. As you can see, if this camera can't catch it, the loading port right here for TM goes from the top all the way down, which is easy for speed loaders, while the WeTech here has a small loading port from here to down here. And I also run the extended WeTech mags because TM is so expensive. Here's my WeTech HPA tapped magazine. As you can tell, the loading port, there you go, come on, focus. As you can tell, the loading port is a lot more narrow compared to the TM, and yeah, it kind of sucks, but the extendo mags are really cheap for WeTech though. These WeTech extended magazines run about $32. Yeah, about 52 rounds for 32 bucks, while the TM 30 rounders are about 35. Like I said, you get what you pay for. These are rock solid, and it's just really hard to find TM extendo mags at an affordable price. Now, the second most important upgrade. The second most important upgrade I would have to say would be the front and the rear sights, because if you have crappy sights, it's going to be hard to aim, especially in low light conditions. You can put a lot of money into these sights, but I definitely enjoy fiber optic sights in low light conditions. You can get tritium night sights for it too, but that's just kind of overkill, a little bit more expensive in my opinion. And you could also get slides that have a RMR cut or some red dot cut if you want to, but I feel like, in my opinion, the iron sights are just perfect. It's just fast acquisition and it's just amazing overall. What the brands that I would recommend would be Cow. So as I said earlier, Cow has this fiber optic front sight that is a triangle. In the back, if this thing would zoom, it's not gonna zoom, but it's a Trinity sight from what they call it. I'll post a picture on what it looks like, but I feel like the shape itself does help encourage more accurate shots. I changed the fiber optic red sight to a green one because I feel like, for my eyes, it's just a faster acquisition for me. For the back, I put red fiber optic just because it helps contrast a little bit better. You can get Cow front sights on eVic or any of your popular airsoft sites, Airsoft GI, Airsoft Extreme, Airsoft Gateway, Extremetronics. They all kind of carry more or less Cow fiber optic front sight. are about $25, which is a good upgrade in my opinion because it helps you accurately shoot. Additionally, what I like about this is that it comes with Allen screws, so it will tighten in on your front sight slot, and it just is more secure. I also put Loctite on there because sometimes the Allen screws do get loose in there, and you can potentially lose them, so I just use Loctite. You can get a dynamic precision rear sight or AIP rear sight, fiber optic rear sight for about $25 on eVic right now as of January 2019. Now, upgrade number 3. The third and most important, one of the most important upgrades that I would recommend is a barrel, a inner barrel specifically, and a bucking upgrade. And give me a second, I'll disassemble this and I'll show you what I run. So here's my Hopup unit that I run. This is a stock one for comparison. What I run is a 9-ball 6.00 barrel along with a 50-degree maple leaf bucking autocon. And this is a great unit, but there's nothing bad about the stock unit at all. I don't remember what diameter the stock one is, but it still gives pretty good results. The Hopup unit itself is still pretty good, but I just upgraded this one because I had a kit or a combo that came out with. So this is the Airsoft Masterpiece combo that came with it. This was the 6.01. I didn't really enjoy this one as much, so that's why I upgraded to the 9-ball 6.00. So the combo that I bought came with the I key, which helps press down on the bucking to have more consistent shots, and it also came with the brass wheel already. So keep in mind, you have to buy the brass wheel separately for your Hopup unit. Now these run about, for the bucking is about $10 to $15. The 9-ball barrel is about $30 to $35 depending where you buy it from. And if you're lucky enough to find the combo kit, it's about $24 to $50 for kind of like the whole unit. But it's getting kind of rare to find a combo kit nowadays. Hey guys, I didn't realize this video was going to be so long. There's a lot of information that I want to pass on to you, so I'm going to cut it into several part series, so stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.